So here we are, back in the Budget Home studio. Actually, this is my bird cafe. This is where I do all the providing of food for the native birds that come here morning and night. And today, of course, weather not so good, very bleak out there, a lot of rain. We've still got the sun and the moon on the window, of course. And I was just sort of thinking, it's such a long time since I've done a YouTube, and I keep putting it off, been thinking about all the issues that I could be talking about, and of course the pressing problems of deferred maintenance around my house, having not done any real maintenance for a long time. I'm having a catch up, and some of it's actually quite important. I mean, it was framing that had got rot into it, and so I've had to repair that, and big tidy up, and thinking about various projects that I've put to one side for quite a few years. Yeah, so we're trying to make sense of a world that is full of sound and fury. The media continually bombard us with propaganda and reassuring messages about how the capitalistic order is undergoing a certain amount of structural change. It's all window dressing and flannel, and actually the really important issues haven't been addressed. Banks are still loaning money to the wrong kinds of projects and industry. New Zealand here, of course, we're very fond of building houses and selling them, and the average Kiwi moves several times in a lifetime in the hope to better themselves and actually catch some capital gain, which is a completely wrong way to run an economy, but we do it down here that way. And it all worked quite well when we had 60 million sheep and about 2.5 million people, but now we've actually got around pretty close to, I think, 5 million people. I haven't actually looked lately because it's something that's just been unattended, the numbers of people. I know it's grown substantially, and nowhere near the numbers of sheep, but a lot more cattle. And so we have runoff on our land, this green, clean and green, pure image that we've tried to promote in New Zealand is again a lot of window dressing. The rivers are actually badly polluted, and I don't think there's a river hardly in the North Island that you can swim in with any confidence. And we're paying pretty close, so around a little bit over $10 for a gallon of gas, 10 New Zealand dollars. The predictions that there would be a steady increase in the cost of energy has all sort of come to pass. And earlier on I talked about peak oil and then post-peak oil. I think we're actually in the post-peak oil era, and we're also, as per usual, in a kind of denial in the politics of utopia. Have been thinking a lot about the messages coming out from the Vatican. Of course, the Catholic Church has got huge problems with its brand, and of course the new Pope has been working assiduously and with a lot of energy to try and redress that. He's got a really big job on to try and sort the branding out of the terrible, really, when you think of churches and religious movements as brands and as a commercial item, if you like. So we've got to talk about the fact that the moral compass is all over the place. I don't think there is a moral compass any longer. I think if there was such a thing as a Christian era, Judeo-Christian era, perhaps there was a bit of a moral compass. It was pretty fragile, but I don't think we've got one at all now. We had a reflection of a moral compass. Now that's gone. And we're reaping the consequences, if you like, of our incredibly idolatrous way of life. Hey, I want to talk to you again soon, but because this is on iPhone and it's convenient, I have a quiet moment tucked away in the back of my house. And as you can see, the weather, not particularly good. We'll open the window and let you have a... There you are. You can see the city is actually undergoing quite a big storm at the moment. Anyway, that's all the best from me, from the Bird Cafe. And yeah, we'll speak to you again soon. Over and out.